They heard the voice of God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife did what? Hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees of the garden. Let me say this to you. In the days when God steps into our life to bring us to the place of appraiser, or when God comes to judge us, those things that you have made to become aprons, by which you are able to cover yourself from yourself, will not be able to stand that day. Because when God comes, you still find out that though you are covered, you are still naked. It was sufficient for Adam, for Eve not to see him, and for Adam not to see Eve. But when God stepped into the garden and God began to walk, they heard the voice of God and they went hiding. Why were they hiding? Maybe they are covered. Now, you see, it was nakedness that made him hide himself. But he was wearing an apron. The apron was still on his body. And he was still hiding because he was naked. So, excuse me. You are wearing something and you are still naked. What's the problem? It means that there is the sight of one when he comes. The day you disobey instruction and you are not according to the prescribed instruction of the Most High God, when he steps in, you can cover yourself from your pastor and give a defense. But the day the one that gave you the instruction comes, you will still find yourself hiding because you have no defense that day. You can tell me and say, Prophet, I honestly, I really wanted to pray. The Spirit of God woke me up. But God, you understand what you went through yesterday? I say, I understand. It was a tough one. Sorry. The Lord will show mercy. You can give me that excuse. But the day it comes around, you will discover that that excuse is very weak before him. So let me quickly ask you, what is that fig leaf system that you have created that has become a system of defense? Anytime anybody wants to raise objection about what you are doing, as you present it, it becomes so reasonable before men. And they say, yeah, she's right. The day it comes. Now, the reason you gave us for staying in that wrong relationship, I will say, Sister Bossa is right. If you have not heard her, that's when you are going to judge her. But if you've heard her speak, she has a reason. And her reasons are very genuine. It's a system of fig leaves. The day the one that called you and told you how your marital life will look like, when he steps into the matter, you will discover that everything you have created as a system of defense are weak. When he gave you that consecration, the excuse you are giving us now, say, man of God, it's not easy. And I will tell you, I understand. Are you with me? But when it comes around and say, Ezekiel, where are you? That's the day you are going to discover that everything you have created as a system of defense cannot work. It can only be sufficient to hide you from the sight of human being like yourself. This was the foundation where problem came in. And then man now began to hide. So from henceforth, being faithful, being open will become a problem. Because we have found a system of hiding ourselves from ourselves. And then that, if you bring that to our Christian journey, we have created a system of hiding ourselves from ourselves. So that as you are so close to each other, sitting beside each other, are you with me now? There is a system that has hidden shower from blessing, and a system that has hidden blessing from shower. So that though they sit together in church close to each other, if God does not do anything, they will not know themselves till they get to eternity. So the system, speaking in tongues, ability to say, it is well, and all those things, so that the sister is sinking in iniquity and she's still saying it is well. The reason I will give God, why I enter into that kissing, when you hear me, you may cry with me and say, Kai, the flesh is terrible. Let's pray with you. But the day God step into the matter, you will discover that what I created as my system of defense is weak in the sight of God.